This is the purple prism trap.
For several years, Tom Colarusso with the USDA has been setting up these sticky purple traps, knowing that only a few miles to the north, trees in Quebec have been invaded and decimated by a tiny beetle called the emerald ash borer. The beetle lays its eggs under the bark of ash trees, and the larvae burrow into the tree.
This larva moves back and forth underneath the bark of the tree in the cambium layer. That's the live tissue layer of the tree. And it starves the tree from the top down.
The emerald ash borer has killed millions of trees across the U.S. and Canada, and while only about 5% of the trees in the Adirondack Park are ash, in many North Country communities the percentage is much higher.
Unfortunately, the Dutch elm disease wiped out a lot of elm trees back in the 30s or 40s, and elm was one of the dominant street trees used in cities and towns. And a lot of those trees were replaced by pure stands of ash. So a lot of these towns that replace their elm trees with ash are looking at replacing their ash trees as well.
Black and white ash in particular are prized by Mohawk basket makers.
For our community in particular, it's very important because black ash basketry has been a part of our cultural activities. It's been a part of our community for generations.
With the beetle just across the border in the St. Lawrence River, foresters have worried for years that it would only be a matter of time before the emerald ash borer would turn up in one of these traps, and now it has, on both tribal land along Route 37 on the Akwesasne Reservation in Franklin County, as well as another trap in neighboring St. Lawrence County. In Franklin County, foresters say there's no sign any trees have been infested. They plan to put out more of these traps and peel away the bark of some nearby ash trees, which causes the trees to give off a scent that attracts emerald ash borers. Working with the state and USDA, they say they hope to find out how far the beetle has spread. This comes right on the heels of the recent discovery of another invasive insect, the hemlock woolly adelgid, that targets eastern hemlock trees. Early stages of a small infestation of hemlock woolly were discovered in 3 trees on State Forest Preserve land on Prospect Mountain near Lake George. It is the first confirmed sighting within the Adirondack Park. There are more than 2 million acres of hemlock trees across the Adirondacks. Foresters and biologists from the DEC and Adirondack Park Invasive Plant Program say they plan to treat 200 trees in that area next week with insecticides they hope will prevent the spread of the insect.